To my channel. So today I'll be showing you guys how to make a shirt dress with flare at the bottom. So for that I'll be using about 2.5 yards of Akara fabric. So the first thing I'm going to do is to open it up and then cut out the length I want to use as the bottom of my dress. So how you're going to calculate this is just the full length of the dress. Maybe you want it shoulder to your knee, so you measure your shoulder to knee and then you subtract your shoulder to waist from it. Whatever you get will be the other half of the dress, which is the bottom. So for me, I'm going to be using around 24 inches. So I'm going to cut mine now. So I'm going to cut it out here. So guys, I've cut the bottom of the dress. So this is my bottom. I'm going to set it aside. So the next thing I'm going to cut, the other half of it is where I'm going to cut the top part of the dress from. So the first thing I'm cutting is the back panel of this shirt dress. And to cut the back panel, what I'm going to check is the width, like the widest part of my upper body, which is my bust. I'm going to work with, my bust measurement is 40. So I'm going to work with 11. 40 divided by 4 will give me 10, plus 1 inch is 11. So the shoulder to waist I'm working with is going to be 17, plus extra 1, that's going to make it, plus extra 1, that's going to make it 18. The extra 1 is for half an inch at the top, half an inch at the bottom. So I'm going to mark the shoulder to waist 18, and then on the shoulder I'm just going to mark the shoulder the shoulder length, which is going to be 16 divided by 2. That's why I have 8 here. So I mark 8, come down here, just your normal body's armhole divided by 2, which is 10. I'm going to mark it here. Armhole is 20, divided by 2 is 10. Then I'm going to come down here by 1 inch for your shoulder slant, come down in here by 3 inch for the neckline, and then connect this to this here, and then give it about half an inch for the back neckline. So I'm marking it this way. So this is the back neckline by half an inch. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to check the bust measurement. It fits in here. And then the waist measurement that I'm working with divided by 4 is going to be 9, plus divided by 4 is going to be 8, plus extra 1 inch for that in 9, and then extra 1 inch is going to make it, for seam allowance, is going to make it 10. So whatever your waist is divided by 4, add 2 inches to it. Whatever your bust is divided by 4, add 1 inch to it for seam allowance. So I'm going to trace out the back now. So remember, you are cutting your back panel before the front panel, because from this you're going to mark your, from the back panel you're going to mark the front panel. So I'm going to cut this out now. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is take the back panel that I already cut, right? Put it this way, fold the fabric over again, and then, so now I'm cutting my front panel. So from here, this is going to be my center back at the back, for the back panel. So I'm going to add about 3 inches here. So that will be 3 or 3.5 inches here. So that will be at this line here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to come down by the neckline for the front. So this is where the angle starts here, right? Because this is my back neckline. This is where the angle starts for the shoulder, right? So I'm just going to come down from this angle here by 3 inches, right? For the neckline in front. Mark it all the way to this end. And then join it here. Give it a mark for my front neckline. So this is my new neckline for the front. And then I'm also going to trace out the same sleeve, the same everything, except the difference is the neckline. So I'm going to cut that out now. So guys, this is what it looks like right now. So this space that I'm leaving here is for the button. So when I go to sew now, right, I'm just going to use this same pattern here. Like, I'm going to fold this on itself this way and make a stitch, right? I'm going to fold it this way and make a stitch, so it will look this way. The same thing is what I'm going to do for this one here. Fold it this way, make a stitch, and then one of them is going to go on top of the other. So this is going to be how my buttonhole will come in, right? You see, one of them will go on top of the other. but I'm not going to do it now, because the first thing I'm going to do when I go to sew is just to join these two. This is the two front panel, right? And then this is my one single back panel. So I'm just going to open it up this way, join one shoulder to the other side, right? Join one shoulder to one side, join the other shoulder to this side, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to dart it. So I'm going to give it a dart here, give it also one dart on this side, about maybe 6 inches long, from here to here, here to here. And then at the back I'm also going to give it another dart, like 2 darts here, from on one side about maybe 10 inches long, another one here 10 inches long. And then after that I'm going to attach my sleeve, attach the sleeve. And then let me show you guys how I cut my sleeve. So guys, I just folded the fabric into 2 this way, and then I came down by 4 inches from this point to this point. That's from here to here, 4 inches, and then I marked like an S, traced it out this way. So that's basically it for my sleeve. So now I'm just going to go and join the fabric and come back. So guys, like I said before, I've gone ahead and attached the sleeve, added the dart. As you can see, this is my dart on this side, this is the dart on the other side, this is the dart at the back. After putting the dart and joining the sleeve to the top, I then joined the bottom to the top, right? But what I did was, coming to this end here, about that 3 inches that I added to the top, I stopped giving it any pleats, because as you can see, there is pleat all the way. But coming in 3 inches here, I stopped giving it any pleats. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go to the sewing machine, hold it this way, right? Fold it in, and then make a stitch all the way down. Just fold it in this way and make a stitch all the way down. The same thing is what I'll do on this side. Fold it in this way, and then fold in the rough end, and also make a stitch all the way down to the end. So I'll do that now. So guys, to cut the neck collar, this is what I'm going to be using. It should be about 4.5 or 5 inches by width. So I have 2 of them, one for the to make it thick, so that when you fold it, you have something like this around the neckline, right? Something like this all the way around the neck. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've finished, because as you can see, I've gone ahead and folded the part that will be where I'm going to attach the button. So if you look at it now, this is what it looks like. One side is this underneath, and then the one side is this way. This is the one that will go on top. It doesn't matter, it can also be this way, it can also be this way. So this is what it looks like at the moment, right? So the next thing you're going to do after this is to just measure out your neckline to see how much you will need for the collar. So I'm going to measure it out this way. I have 6 here all the way. I have about 12.5, and then hold it and then measure around. So what I'll need is about length of 18.5, right? So what I have here, the 2 of them, it should be around 20 something. So 18.5 here is 18.5 is what I need. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the sewing machine, take this one, right side facing each other. I'm going to make a stitch and close up one end, right? I'm going to make a stitch and close up one end, and then give it like another stitch on this side. But the stitch I'm going to give it on this side will not be straight, because I want it to have an end that, you know how the collar looks, it doesn't look like straight like a square, it goes out like it has an angle. So I'm going to do that and come back. So guys, I've gone ahead and flipped it out, but let me show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So this is what it looks like here, right? See what I was saying here. So I made a stitch going this way, because if you look here, you will see it's not straight, right? It's like out. So this is what it looks like when I fold it. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to attach this to the neck of the shirt. So how I'm going to attach it is to fold it in by 1/2 inch in, like the 2 layers. Fold it in this way. You could iron yours if you feel like it won't be comfortable for you this way. Just you can iron it down before you come to, but I think I can do it this way. And then you get one side of the shirt, right? And then you put it in this way, right? You put it in this way, and that is how you are going to finish up the neck of the shirt. You go all the way around to the other end. When you get to this point here, you stop before you get to the end here and check how much you need to finish up. Like what I normally do as I'm getting to this point here, right? If I have this much of fabric left, I will stop somewhere here, and then I'll just check how much I need to finish up the end of the shirt. I'll just hold it at this end here, hold it here, fold it in this way again, close it up immediately, trim it out, push it out back again, right? Push it out back again, and then finish up the stitch. So that's basically how you finish up the shirt. So I'm going to put in mine. So guys, I've gone ahead and finished up the neckline. This is what it looks like right now. And yeah, so the next thing I have to do is to go and put in my button on one end. Button will be on the one below, and then my buttonhole will be on the one above, all the way down. So I might put about 4 here, and then about maybe 5 down here, and stop somewhere 5, like about 7 inches before the end is where I'm going to stop the button. So I'll also make a video on how to put in the button and how to put in your buttonhole using needle and thread, because most times trying to use your sewing machine can be difficult, and sometimes it doesn't come out nice if you don't know how to do it. So I'll show you guys the easy way to do it with needle and thread. And yeah, so I also decided to put in a belt. So this is what it looks like right now. You can wear this to work. I think you can wear it to so many different places. So yeah, I also have a different shirt dress on my channel. So this is just another one. I will also make different other types of shirt dresses. So this is what it looks like right now. So I'll go and put in my button later. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and please subscribe. Bye.